Alright guys, so we are going to be diving into map number 2. We've got 3 games today we're casting. Let's take a look at it. Alright, it's going to be another 3v3, as I expect most of the games to be today, as the only map you can play this one at the moment is 3v3, but it's actually a good way to play. It's a lot of fun. My favorite part about this map is these flowers that just kind of are constantly dancing on the grass. It's just ridiculous. Okay, spawning up here on the top left-hand side, we have... Hey, it's Triple Helix. I bet he's the one who submitted this. Triple Helix, a baller hanging out in chat a lot of the time. His teammate right next to him with Creep literally encroaching on his base. It is... Oh, it is Mr. Wednesday. And their teammate up to the top right, it is SC2 Highlights DTD. Our guy who creates all those awesome highlights, which you guys do love, as well as community play of the week or play of the days. Top 5 plays, I think is what they're called actually. So it looks like 2 Terrans and a Zerg up here on the northern side of this map. Notice as well this banner is actually a trophy for winning a tournament, I believe. Except it's just a picture of like a car with a ferret on it or a turkey on top of a car or something, whereas normally it's like an F-18 fighter or something. I'm pretty sure, or am I, oh maybe everyone has a flag actually. I think you do get a trophy showing up in Carbot mode. Maybe it looks like something else actually. I'll keep my eyes open. Spawning down here on the bottom hand of the map, it is, oh, Crank! We got Crank in here. Oh my god, so many famous people in this one. Crank playing Terran in the bottom left hand side, awesome. Crank says if this mod were played on WCS, I'll come back as a pro. What a baller. And down here, his teammates on the bottom right, we've got Skywing as Terran. And, oh man, Triple Terran. Also, next to him, we've got Term. Alright, so Triple Terran versus 2 Terrans and a Zerg. It's going to be a massive battle of Terran. And Crank having so much fun down here. That's awesome. Alright, so we got Crank, your highlights, Triple Helix. Lots of cool peeps hanging out. This Marine's just... enjoying the view right now, hanging out with his flower girlfriend. Not too many real girlfriends to have when you're trying to fight for control of a grassy plain in the middle of outer space, but I wonder what he's saying to her. I'm sure it's deep and meaningful, no matter what it is. Looks like reactor... It's going to be, the factory is going to be swapping over onto the reactor here. Actually, is it still a Marine? It must still be a Marine running in the rat wheel, even if it's a reactor on a factory or starport, right? Let's check. Oh. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. You got to start up production. There we go. And he's got to start running to get those Hellions building 2 at a time. Skywing here. His barracks finishing. Getting a second barracks as well. What's Crank going for? Oh, Crank's already got his... Whoa, he was upgrading something, but he either cancelled it or it already finished. Looks like he's going to swap his factory onto that tech lab, maybe go for a very fast siege tank over here. Looks like Triple Helix having a little bit of a scout. He's identified where Crank is. Up in the left-hand side. Oh, their smile is just ridiculous. Okay, so Triple Helix has expanded down here. Just building lots of Zerglings. He's got a Baneling nest on the way, so it's going to be Ling Bane for Triple Helix. Mr. Wednesday has got a barracks, a factory, and a starport. He is building a tech lab on the factory, so it looks like it's going to be Tankivac Marine. And DTD is gone barracks, factory. He's got a reactor and a tech lab, so it looks like he's wanting to go mech and a starport as well. So DTD with his fast expand is going to be able to go for a little bit more, whereas Mr. Wednesday, Mr. Wednesday is expanding as well. So yeah, on this map you'll get expansions, but oh man, I missed it. Zerglings just dive into Crank's mineral line. Oh no, Crank's getting all of his SCVs surrounded. Finally, his Hellions and Siege Tank get out to fight this off, but Banelings are morphing there as well. He's going to have to watch out for that. Oh, he's going to try and kill them before they spawn. I don't know. Oh, they get 1 SCV, but it looks like, oh, good micro from Crank. Doesn't lose any more SCVs. Well played, Crank there with the good micro. And at the same time, Mr. Wednesday's over here is coming in. He's got a Widowmine Marine drop, actually. Oh, there's a Liberator set up there. You can notice it's in freedom mode because there's a Statue of Liberty sticking out the top of it. The Marines here and the Medevac just kind of chilling, getting constantly healed, trying to skirmish with these Marines and Hellions, but I think Term has enough to defend right now. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to be able to defend, roasts the last of those Marines. The scan allows him to kill that Widowmine, and the pressure is held for now. Let's check the unit counts after that. It looks like Crank Crank is down at 32 SCVs, so he did lose a few, but other than that, his macro has been solid. DTD, SC2 Highlights, is up at 43 SCVs, and just he's been completely untouched while going up to this 2-factory starport mech. So he's doing really well right now, and oh, Zergling's looking to poke in there, but a good Hellion count. The Liberator as well being very scary. Triple Helix, he's looking for something to nom on right now. These Zerglings are hungry and they want to feast. But, oh, he's going to find it. He's going to find it. Skywing only has a few Marines and a Marauder here. Nice surround. Those Zerglings lick all of those Marines to a quick and fearsome death. Every single one goes down. And, oh, he's even going to start trying to kill that command center. Skywing's going to have to lift here. Ooh, those Marines come out. Actually managed to kill one of the Zerglings. But Triple Helix realizes, wait a second, that's only 2 Marines. Lick, lick, and you're dead. Not something you hear too often in commentary, but when the Carbot mod is involved, it is just constant lickage. Aww. Aww. That's just adorable. Oh, the command center's on fire, but he's coming down. He wants to try and fight this Skywing. His teammates still have not come out to help him. And I think Triple Helix might even get this command center. It needs to lift right now. It needs to lift right now. We've got the dance music of the tech lab in the background. And oh my gosh, those Zerglings just destroyed a command center with their tongues. How often do you hear that phrase? There's a lot of tech labs going. This map is all Terran. Oh, we got 2 tech labs on one screen. That's double the dance music. Yeah. I do like the way the starport bobs up and down. I always like to feel like he's dancing to the tech lab music as well. Ooh, Hellion's coming on in here for Term. The creep tumors is so freaking hilarious as well. Just this smiling little circle. Oh, the Hellion's trying to come in on the left-hand side, but oh, Zerglings are coming around from Triple Helix. He's got a little bit of a drone surround on the north, but no, he gives it up. He pulls those drones back. He tries to block, but doesn't quite get it down. His Queen's trying to do some damage. Here we go. The Banelings coming in now. That should spell the end of these Hellions. Oh, Banelings explode all over everything. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Mr. Wednesday being super annoying with a tanky dank. Just going to be dropping this tank in and out, trying to be as annoying as possible. Oh, there's a Liberator down there as well that just killed a lot of workers. It's got 12 kills before it finally goes down. Mule's coming out as well. Oh, wow. The Mule just has like 6 hands and it just fondles the minerals exceptionally quickly. That's adorable. Alright, they all need gas. They're short on gas. DTD's been doing a pretty good job. What's he got? A Widow Mine, a few Marines. He's got a tank, a couple tanky danks hanging out at home for defense. Crank has built a planetary fortress and a siege tank at the front of his base. He's got 1-1 upgrades on his mech as well. Wow, he's like really upgrading and macroing hard. He's continuing to build siege tanks. He's got a whole bunch of factories up now, pumping out these mech units. So it looks like Crank super keen to be building up that big mech army. Triple Helix says, I'm going to go Ultras. Cover me versus air, please. So looks like he's already got that infestation pit. Okay, as derpy as many of the units look in StarCraft, that may be the derpiest thing I have ever seen. That infestation pit looks like something coming off an acid trip or something. Like, it does not know where it is right now, and it doesn't realize how special its face looks either. Ooh, Widowmine drop over here did kill some workers. Looks like both players harassing each other pretty hard on the right-hand side of the map. Ooh, and Term's also got a Widowmine there, but oh my gosh, is that a BC? It is a BC. DTD's got triple BC production. Okay, it all starts to come together now. Has he got upgrades? DTD doesn't have any flyer upgrades though, so maybe Thors or something could take this on. I don't know. Crank's still just pumping out Hellions down here on his side of that, but he's got sick upgrades for his Hellions and tanks, and he's just kind of massing up a mech army, but. Oh, BC's coming in. Oh, Widowmine does hit one of them. Yamato Cannon goes down on, I believe, a Marine right there. DDD's having the time of his life, but uh-oh, Hellions and BC is going to be an easy match for those that mass Marine. Looks like the big army here for Wednesday, from Wednesday is coming in as well. He's got a big mech force. Crank, you need to get over here and help him out. Term is in trouble right now. He's got to try and pull these command centers back. He's going to try and fly them away. There's a few Vikings as well. Looks like, oh, okay, Skywing's going to come up along with Crank. Both of them coming up with these big mech armies wanting to flank from the left-hand side. And it looks like, oh my gosh. All right, Crank's just going to try and overwhelm right now. He's just diving in on top of this. DTD coming in with these battle crews as well. The tanks of Mr. Wednesday are doing such a good job. Oh my god, they destroyed almost the entire ground army. And even though all of the ground army is dead, DTD's battle cruisers are still up in the sky. But Term has bypassed this. He's picked up some SCVs and Marines and just cleared out DTD's mineral line behind this. Finally, the Ultras and Zerglings are out for Triple Helix. He needs to enter the fray. His teammates have been playing a 2v3 right now. DTD and Term have both traded all of their naturals in terms of mining. These Hellbats going to get blasted apart by those Marines. Oh no, Siege Tanks in the open. Crank's expensive units getting caught out here. And Triple Helix, oh, but no, he pulls back. Oh, Triple Helix, he's afraid of the pro gamer. He's afraid of Crank, man. And, oh, Crank is a little bit luckier. Crank desperately needs to get this wall up, and he needs more and more units. But no, he's in the open again. Oh, the Ultras and Zerglings are going to come in. They're going to, oh, a little bit too afraid to commit there. He does have chitinous plating, but he doesn't have any other upgrades. He's got 1-1 on the way now. More Ultras and Zerglings. Crank is going to turtle up and defend on the right-hand side. A bit of freedom coming down to support these battle cruisers. There is another Viking in the back there as well. And Term just doesn't have an answer to this. In general, this triple Terran team on the south, they've all gone either just a bunch of Marines and Medevacs or two guys who are only building tanks and Hellbats. And oh, the Ling Queen comes in on top of Crank's army. These Ultras doing a pretty good job. Oh, there's just too many Ultras, I think. Crank's going to lose his entire army. Triple Helix rolling over the top. Even Micro's back that weak burrow, and it hides in the ground. It burrows to try and regenerate there. Triple Helix with some sick Micro. And oh, Mule's trying to come down to repair. Crank's Mule's looking ever so sad, unable to keep him alive. But now the BCs are in the base on the right-hand side, and oh, these guys put in a valiant effort, but these Ultras came in at just the right time, right after Mr. Wednesday had cleared out that ground army and did such a good job. And these Ultras just look hilarious, man. Oh, Mr. Wednesday's force is finally held. Crank hangs on. The merciful Ultralisks, not going to try and absorb that much tank damage. You know, not wanting to take too bad a fight. At the same time, though, I think there's no answer over here, is there? Yeah, Vikings are trying to come out, Marines are trying to pop out, but Mr. Wednesday's mech army combined with the BCs in the sky is way too much for Term. Term played a sick game. Unfortunately, Crank, he taps out. He says, well, I've got a few tanks and Hellbats, but I've got next to no mining left, and I'm never going to break out against these Ultras. And the Ultras just start to fly on in, and oh, they can actually fit up that ramp one at a time. GG's, well played. Hats off to these guys winning that game there. That one was pretty sick. We really should have at least one WCS tournament on this mod next year. Just saying. Just saying.